This is the Pilot's News Briefing Podcast. I'm Frank Daniels. With me today is Matt Lamb from the Pilot's Newsroom. I brought you in today because of what happened this morning in Pinehurst, and figured you could tell us about it real quick. Just a quick one today.
Yeah, our reporter Jonathan Bim typically covers crime. I'm no crime reporter, but in his absence, we had a pretty wonky morning in Pinehurst. About 7:15 this morning, there was a report of a suspicious male on Remington Lane. That's in the Village Acres neighborhood. Officers responded, and they couldn't locate anybody. But they noticed fire and smoke coming from 11 Remington Lane. So they called the fire department. The fire department was on scene. They were managing the fire, working on it, and a man came charging out of the front door. He retrieved a firefighter's axe near the entryway, and he charged at the officers on scene. Raised his axe towards the PD and FD guys, and they commanded him to drop the weapon. They deployed their tasers. The taser failed, and 2 officers discharged their firearms into the suspect. They immediately went to work on the guy. They rendered aid. He was ultimately taken to Moore Regional Hospital where he died. Village of Pinehurst just had kind of a little news briefing. It's a tough day. It's been, I think the last time there was an officer involved shooting in Pinehurst was in the 1950s. I just recently reported on how Pinehurst is, regularly deemed one of the safest places to retire in America. Mm-hmm. Police Chief Glenn Webb just gave a briefing to the village council that there had been no violent crime in the village in the last 6 months. So this kind of shakes things up in Pinehurst. Hope it's a one-off, but just kind of a strange morning. The individual's name hasn't been released yet, so we're kind of waiting on that. It looks to the PD like he lived there, but just a strange situation all the way around. Haven't really sorted it out yet. And
we can't determine whether, even if he lived there, whether he was the homeowner or what.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, correct. There's a lot we don't know, and considering that it's officer involved, the State Bureau of Investigation is in town and they're working it. The Pinehurst Police Department will do an internal investigation to determine whether it was a good shoot or not, which it sounds like it was. But yeah, it's a tough day for the police department. Unfortunately, someone lost their lives, but I think, like the deputy chief said during his press briefing, this is a testament to the training in Pinehurst. Not a very violent place to live, but that any day you put your gun belt on, go to work, there are threats everywhere. And so it's a testament to their training.
All right. Well, we will, I'm sure, learn more as they release it after the SBI does their investigation. They'll, I'm sure, have an updated release that we can kind of fill in the details with. Sure. But, of course, no telling how long that will take. They're going to do their due diligence and take their time. Yeah,
I'd be willing to say we get a name in pretty short order, but beyond that, not real positive about.
And if you have questions about that, you can send us emails. Matt's is mlamb@thepilot.com, mlamb@thepilot.com. Mine is frank@thepilot.com. You can send me questions if you want to, or feedback about what we're doing here and the podcast. And we will be back. I'll have you in here again on Friday, Matt, and
right on.
Do our normal scheduled episode.
Regularly scheduled programming.
Exactly.
All right.
And until then, that's the latest news in Moore County.
Cool. Thanks, Frank.
Thanks.